game like this, people talk about the records doesn't mean anything, the situation, the competition. It's just you're playing your rival. It's one-on-one and whoever team wins.
Yeah, I mean, it's anytime you're on the road against your rival and it's a knockout type of game. They've got a great crowd, and this is a hard place to play. They don't lose many games here, so you got to come and execute. You got to weather a couple storms here and there, and you got to take your opportunities. And again, it doesn't matter who's on the other side, doesn't matter who's playing, doesn't matter anything. You just these types of games are always difficult, and tonight I'm proud of our guys for coming off of a plane on a 6-day trip across the country to turn it around in 2 days and put out a gritty performance tonight. That's a lot to say for our group.
Given the rivalry and the importance and the emotion of the rivalry, could this be that result that finally pushes you through and gets you going?
It could be. I'd like to say that with each win, this could be the one. But I think with these, it keeps us in this competition. We're 3 games now away from a potential trophy. In addition to that, we play home this weekend. We just need to rest, to be honest, right now and recover, guys, and try to pick up a second one. We got to start a little bit of a winning streak and try to build off of it one at a time. But we should be further ahead of where we are, but we're not, and we need to just grit it out with each one of these games one at a time, play each one like they're a final, and keep moving forward.
Great. The dynamics of this tournament are kind of where you talked about it earlier this week.
Yeah.
You guys are at the stage again, quarterfinals. You were there last year. You kind of saw it slip away against a USL team.
Sure.
Is there something about the importance that you guys could put into it, being so close to winning a trophy after a rough start to the MLS season?
Yeah, I think so. One of the things is it doesn't matter what the trophy is. The trophy's always a legacy for a group, and so for us, each of these games were important for different reasons. Some of it's just mentality. Some of it is to work on some things inside the games. And ultimately, it's also to try to win a trophy and cement some legacy with this group as we try to get back into the league and we start to push ourselves towards hopefully a playoff spot. And then you never know when you get to the playoffs what you can accomplish. So all of these games matter because there's emotion on them and there's something that you're playing for each time.
Hey, Greg, you brought Clinton back into the lineup. He had a big night for you. What was the reason to bring him back in for this game?
It's a cup match, and usually, with Johnny, he had a good run of games earlier in the season, and then he had to sit a few games, and then we were in a cup match, and I trust him, so this is an opportunity for him to jump in and make a statement. I've also liked how he's bounced back from when he was taken out and Bondi was put in, how he's reacted in training. And so tonight I saw some of that aggression, some of that, that athleticism, and some of the things that he's capable of doing tonight, which bode well for him. I thought it was a good night.
Coach, what's the best thing you saw from your club tonight?
I think it's grit and determination. It's like I said, we just came off of 2 games in 6 days in the Eastern Conference. We landed at 3 a.m. on Sunday morning. We had not even a real training session yesterday to prepare. And it's difficult to come into, again, this stadium and against any version of this team and play 90 minutes and with determination and grit. And so I like that. I think that's the foundation for that, which things can get built off of, and we showed determination and grit tonight.
And it doesn't make any difference who played or who didn't play. A win's a win.
That's right. These games, whether you play a USL team, any team, your rival, some version of your rival, it doesn't matter. All of these games are hard. Cup competitions are hard no matter where you go or how you play it. Because it's to survive, to advance, and this was a tough game tonight, and like I said, we stayed in it and we gritted it out. We got 2 good goals, and we also got a shutout, which is important for our group as well. So some good things out of here that we'll take away.
What did you like about Ricky tonight? He seemed to be probably one of his better games, you think, this season?
Yeah, again, I thought he was super dynamic. When he picks up the ball on the move and he starts carving through spaces, he's the best in the league at that. There isn't anyone even close, in my opinion, and that type of thing. And the second goal is that, right? He picks up the ball at speed and he's able to kind of slide through guys, and a great finish at the end. But he did that a number of times to get us out of situations, to get us across the field. He just creates a new situation every time he's able to eliminate that first defender. He opens up lots of possibilities, and like I said, he's the most special player in the league at doing things like that. That's his goal. So.
Greg, what you see with the first half that you brought in Boyd at halftime and the instant impact? He scored a few goals now that way in that manner.
Yeah, Tyler was a guy coming off the road trip who was heavy. Didn't think we could get a ton of minutes out of him, but we felt like we needed a little bit of something different. Raw is the guy we've kind of platooned a little bit at the wing position, but he's not really a winger. And we felt like we needed a little bit more of something out of the attack. Plus, Julian was getting a little bit tight in his growing region. I want to protect him a bit, so we made an adjustment. But Tyler certainly came on and gave us something different in the final actions. Helped us right off the bat to get ahead of the game, which obviously helps the mentality and everything that's going on.
Greg, Eric came back into the lineup and helped you guys get that shutout. What do you think of his performance tonight?
Yeah, in general, I thought he was solid. I think, again, his communication, leadership, he's talking to guys, trying to get guys in the right spots early. I think those things, can really help us. We're not always the most communicative group and to each other from behind, and so I think he brought a little bit more of that to our group. So it was good. I mean, again, it's important that we get a shutout. Again, that we've given up too many goals where we hurt ourselves, and tonight we were able to keep it clean.
How you feeling personally? I saw you kneeling down a lot more today than other games.
No, it depends on how the benches are. The guys are right behind me, so I kneel down so that they can still see the game because I feel like I'm right in front of them the whole time. So there's a couple times that I yelled and I felt like I was lightheaded and I was going to pass out. But good. We're good. Right? We keep building. All right. Thank you. Not enough.